Morning, you find me at Netley Marsh Steam and Craft Show. I've decided to go to the classic cars first because, well, I think that's the first thing I always like. First thing I've always liked. And first car here is a Triumph Toledo. Looks like a two-door sedan. Now you don't see style like this anymore. It's almost like whenever someone designs a car now, they can't be bothered with styling.
In about half an hour at 11 o'clock in the small arena.
But yeah, that's a Triumph Toledo. I'm going to move my way up to this. Looks like a. What is that?
Playing in the small arena.
Yeah, it must look like a. Is that a Zephyr? No, it's a Consul. Ford Consul. 315. Next to that's a Chevrolet Stepside. I like the fact that someone has quite kindly put V8 on the front of it just to tell us what it is. I've got here a bit late because I had to stop off, get a couple of things sorted. We go up here, see Ford Escort, looks like an RS, yeah, RS Turbo. That's something that I remember these quite well, although I've never been able to afford to actually buy one. If we look to my left, there's a MG, is that a Midget? Yeah, it's a MG Midget. Looks a bit like an MGB, but slightly smaller, I think. Sort of the cousin to the Austin Healey Sprite, really. Same sort of underpinnings. We move up to this. This is a Lanchester. Yeah, so this is a Lanchester. I think, is this one with a pre-selector gearbox? Let's have a little look. I think it's not an auto. I wouldn't have thought they'd have automatics back then. I think that looks like a pre-selector where you just chose a gear and then you put the clutch down and then it just changed it for you. But you had to make sure you thought about the right gear first. Here we see a Ford Capri Laser, 1986. Now that is a Ford Capri. There we are. If we make our way up now, we see a Jaguar Mark II, 3.4 litre. I can tell they stuck the badge on it. Just look at that. And here we see a Triumph Stag. Now, I'd had a discussion about these last week at Appledore regarding the engine. So, having had a chat about that, I would have one in a heartbeat if I had the money. This is a Plymouth Coupe.
Is it?
Look at that. We now see a 3200 Chevrolet, so I think it's not Stepside, it's probably the one after the Apache. So it's probably it's a 3200. I've never seen one of those before. Looks exactly like a 3100. And we come across a couple of Mustangs, which is so there's a 289 coupe. Looks like another 289 coupe in red with a red stripe on it. No, not that sort of red stripe, that white stripe, sorry. So that'd be 289 cubic inch Ford V8, probably putting out 271 horsepower. I think it was the GT350s they tuned up. And you see oh, that's not what is that one? That's a Chevrolet Bel Air station wagon. Because a Nomad is 2 doors or 3 doors, saying like that. This isn't, so this is a Bel Air. Looks like a Bel Air, so 1957, so more chrome on it. If we look on here, we see another. This is a 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air again, If you look on the front of it, it looks like a B-52. Look at that. They'd never do that now. They would never put anything like that on the bonnet now. But this happens to be one of my favourite cars, because this is a bit of a dream car, really. Sort of imagine that with a Chevrolet Corvette engine in it. That, you know, street cruiser, but you must have a turn of speed about it. Right, I'm just going to go over here a minute, because I've just spotted a camper van made by Austin. Just have a look there. Don't mind the awning. And here's another Triumph Stag. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to... Oh, I wonder what this is. Just going to go take a look at this. It looks like a Riley. Which one I do not know, but yeah, so this is a Riley. I'm going to see if I can get a view from this side. Yeah, I don't know what this is. This looks like a... Oh right, so led the door. It's a Panhard and Lefassor. So this looks like a Panhard Lefassor. And if I have a look, looks like a twin carb, like the spare spark plugs. I like it. So probably halfway through a journey they end up servicing it. Sounds like fun. Looks like a 6-cylinder as well.
It is.
I didn't know Panhard and Lefassor actually did a 6-cylinder.
It was their popular engine. It's a slide valve engine.
Slide valve.
Slide valve.
I think you got the piston going up and down, and I think the valves kind of follow it, don't it?
You've got pistons about either side with holes in, follow it.
All right. But I bet they didn't carry on with that after that conflict.
They went right over to it. They developed it and went right over to it, and it actually that runs as sweet as a nut.
Yeah, because I think that's this being a Panhard is it Panhard and Lefassor or Panhard A Lefassor?
It's a Lefassor. It's basically it was a combination of the two companies.
Yeah, because I think it was them that designed something called a Dyna or something, or a Dana, which is the one which was made out of aluminium, and they had a really small engine, but it still shifted because it was so light.
Well, some of the engineering and that I'm amazed with, so I'm only just getting used to it and learning it, but it's nice. I really love the car. It's a beauty.
What year is this anyway?
1928.
1928. I think in
France in 1928.
Yep.
Went to Janssen's in Paris for the body.
Okay.
And then it was a UK ordered car, so it was built in right-hand drive and was shipped, registered in the UK in 1930.
Took them 2 years to do it. Must have been a lot of bureaucracy, or they must have taken their time putting the body together.
Those days, cars they weren't on production lines. They were just making them. They were just making them one at a time, basically.
Yeah, because I think there's another couple of coach builders that I did hear of, and I think there's Fagonia Falashi, and I think there was Salchek who did
I
Chrome.
hadn't heard of this until I saw the car, and now I've done a lot of research, but I've got a box of history with it, and all the books, all the manuals, all about it, the history, letters from the factory. I've got loads of stuff with it.
Yeah, it's always good to have a paper trail.
It's nice.
In fact, I've got to try and collate mine at some time.
Well, I've got to do the same. It's all in there. It's all in. It's in a big box, and there's folder after folder after folder. There's loads of pictures of all the restoration work that was carried out. Everything's there, all in detail. Lots of letters to the factory, to the club, all about what to get where he's bought what parts, what he's rebuilt, everything.
And could you get this particular, is that leather seats? Or is it vinyl?
That's vinyl. They've just been covered in the vinyl, but you need it because it's got no side windows and nothing. You want something that's going to last.
Yeah, because I was thinking they didn't have vinyl back then.
No, but they've covered that.
Yeah, so
It's just better for when it gets wet because it's going to get wet.
yeah, it's gonna. I think if it had been in Kent last Sunday, it would have been wet, very wet. Put it this way, it got all thundery and stuff like that up there. I was trying to video, and I just had, and it just got like this later on in the day, and I'm thinking half the blinking cars are gone because of the weather. And half of them didn't turn up because they don't like getting their cars wet. Now, if I was to get a classic, I'm going to use it every day.
Yeah. I can't use that every day, but I'm going to use it and it will get wet. And so will I, but never mind.
It's like every time I buy a car, it could be a low miler, and then I end up adding loads of miles to it.
But that's for driving, that's what they are.
It's like, with mine, I bought mine on 37,000. It was a Vauxhall Corsa 2012. And I'm quite enthusiastic about driving it, even though it's only a 1.2, but it's 16 valve and it's quite advanced. And that's as far advanced as I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I'd rather they just turbocharged it and make it easier, but not play about with valves. But anyways, so got it on 37,000 miles. It clocked over 109 this morning as I was cruising past Southampton, trying to remember where the heck Lords Hill Sainsbury's was.
Alright.
Because I had to go pick up something from theirs. Managed to do it.
I know exactly where that is.
Yeah, it was a
I
bit.
was born not far from there.
I won't say it's too much of a faff to get there, but I made it. Cheers for your time, by the way. I wondered what this was.
Getting a discount off them. There you go.
Right, if we move along now, we see an Austin 7, which is not. Oh. I'm going to take a look at that car to the left of it in a minute. Yeah, so this is Austin 7, so 750cc, 10 horsepower, side valve. I think they're made from 1922 to 1939, although there were various specials made. I'm just going to go to the left now because I have just spotted something seriously interesting.
14.5 litre engine to get 100 horsepower. Mad, isn't it?
That looks like a, well, it says it's a simplex on the front,
Yeah.
but who made the simplex? I'm just going to take a little look. I'm going to take a closer look at this.
I think they're new, so just reading the
It's,
description. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Yeah.
Hello, you.
Bit hot for dogs, really.
Yes, I know. Mine's just a.
see, yeah, doesn't look very comfortable to drive though.
Really? The heat just made it stressed. Yeah.
This actually turns out, according to this, it's a 1911 Simplex La France Racer. Fuel tanks, 2 spare tyres. Don't know what that's all about. Note also chain drive. So there's a final drive somewhere. There's some sort of diff in there. Chain drive to the rear wheels. Don't know where the handbrake or the gear shift is. Looks like a 6-cylinder. It looks as though it's got 2 different ignition systems, potentially. One's with a coil, and looks like it probably had a magneto at some point. Although that spark plug needs changing. This is quite a machine, this. It also looks as though it's a flathead, I think, as well. So you see where the valves are. So the camshaft must, yeah. So the camshaft must be in there somewhere. Oh, cool. That looks like a lot of fun. Right, if we look to our left, you now see a Morris Cowley bullnose. Now I've seen a similar one. I actually know someone that's got something like this, but it's in green and it's called Gertie. There we are, it's a Morris bullnose. You can tell by the front bit on it. That kind of got Britain on the road. And if we look to the left, we now see, it looks like a Rover. Is it a Rover? Looks like a Rover Cabriolet. Yeah, it looks like a Rover Cabriolet. I'm going to go... Right, I'm going to go over to the MGB now, because this is pretty interesting stuff. That simplex was seriously interesting. So is the Panhard Levasseur, and he's just about to try and start it. No. Oh, I'd hate to go back to starting handles. Here we are with a MGB. There's quite a few of these on the roads, and they're very nice cars. Here's a Riley 1.5, which looks a little bit like a Wolseley 1500. And it has a 1.5 litre 4-cylinder, so it's called a 1.5 because of that. If we go a bit further to the left, we see a Mini. Now that's a proper Mini. It's not big in any way. Look at it. Right. Oh, this is a Alvis TD21. So this is an Alvis. So it'd be a 6-cylinder. I'm gonna have a look on the. I have a quick look at the back. Actually, look at the interior. It looks nice. That does. Oh, try not to trip over any doggos. But that is a nice car. This one. Oh, I would like to. This is one I'd most like to take home. That or one of the Chevrolets. Look at that. But so anyways, onwards with the classic cars, and we come now to a looks like a Ford Anglia estate in blue and chipped paint and rust. Has a patina to it, doesn't it? In the words of Mr. Leno. But it does look like a nice car. It's quite like the Ford Anglias actually. See a Ford Escort Mark II in a very lurid green. Not sure I'd have that kind of colour, but it looks well done. Looks well executed. If we go now to another Anglia estate, this time as it looks like a not two, it's purpley sort of colour, burgundy I think, with a white, off-white sort of roof. And now oh, what the heck is this? This looks like a Marcos, but it looks like a very, very small Marcos, I think. Not sure. Don't really know a lot about these sort of. I really should read up on these things. A mini Marcos. Yeah, because I thought I saw I think it was a Marcos B8 Coupe I saw last week in Kent somewhere. Yeah. I like the racing seats in that. Is that?
It was made as a road going vehicle and kit car as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably why I don't see them around a lot. So.
The only British car that actually won a 24-hour race back in 1966.
Okay.
Not this one.
Yeah, because I think it won its class then, because I know that 1966 was also the year of the Ford GT, which I think had an American engine but was made in England somewhere.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
It was the only one from a British car. So
Like 100%.
Not say it won its class, but it was the only
Yeah.
car to finish.
Yeah.
Then it got
clock's doing 140 mile an hour on straight. Oh yeah, back in like 66.
That's quite quick for a small car back then.
More information on the Marcos website.
I'll have to have a look, I think. Try and find the time for it tonight, I think, while I'm having a steak somewhere. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. I feel as though I've been up all night already, so oh well. Cheers for the information, by the way. Right, right, here we are. We now see a Chevrolet 3100. So nice paint job, nice alloys. But if we go to left now, we see it looks like a GMC 100. Oh, I'm reading the side of this. It says shiny paint causes stress. That don't cause stress, does it? It's also 5.7 supercharged, as is written on top of the engine and the blower. Warning: parts may fall off. Hope not. GMC 100. I won't read out the label on the side. I'm just going to show it. This is just nuts. This is just nuts. Try and get a better view of this. This is blinking brilliant. This is right. So I'm just going to go to my left now, because this is an Austin 7. Looks like drop top. Next to it's like a different Austin 7. I never remember. I think one's known as a Chummy, and I think there's a Ruby sedan, I think. So this is probably the Chummy. I don't know. There's still quite a few of them around these. But we go down here is a Austin A40, I think.
I'm going home about, I'm allowed out after 5, so probably nip home and have a chat.
See a Capri 280, so that's a 6-cylinder. Next to that is a Morris Minor, the Cabriolet. And if we take a quick look, we see that looks like a scene from 1958 on a lay-by. Stop off for a picnic somewhere. That's what people did. This looks like a Wolseley of some kind, probably a Wolseley. Is it a 1500? Yeah, it looks like a Wolseley 1500. It looks. And yeah, so there's a Wolseley 1500. Now I've got to crawl back up this hill again. It's the only trouble with this. That looks like a Morris 10.4, or is it an Austin 10.4? No, it looks like a Morris. I think it's a Morris 10.4. I don't know why it was. I don't know why they had all these weird numbers like 10.4 or 6, whatever it was. Not sure why. There's a Morris Minor 1000. Another. They survived really well, actually, come to think of it. A series must have been a really solid engine. Another Chevrolet 3100. So that's a 1951, so that's a step side. You can hot rod those. Some people choose not to. Here's a Mini Moke next to another Mini. Look at that. There's the Mini. Next to that is a Morris Minor Traveller. Or Morris Minor Traveller. Frame, I think the frame does need replacing every so often, like when it goes rotten or something. Yeah. And there's a Fiat 500 that's been it's a nice car. I'm just not into pink. Looks like a blancmange. Nice car though. I'd probably have it in red though. Here's a Jaguar Mark II again, 3.4 litre, and here's, which is an XK unit. There we are. Look at, ooh. Here's a Ford Anglia from before the 105e, so this would be a 103e, I suppose, because the other Anglias were 105es. Here's a Mini Traveller. Got the wooden frame in it as well. It's got wooden decor. Don't know if it's decorative or whether it's structural, like on the Morris Minors. It's kind of the genius of Alekis Agonis when he managed to get all that sorted. Here's a Mark II Triumph Vitesse. And this is a Rover 3.5 litre, or in other words a P5B. This one. That's probably one of my favourite sort of British classics, really. Oh, GMC truck, and there's like a mentioning lobsters. I don't really eat shellfish, to be honest, but yeah, it's got some style to it. There's another Mini, and next to that is two Morris Minors. So if we go take a look at these, here's one in red, here's one in a sort of bluey colour. Both of these had the, might have been were 1000, so there's a 1 litre A series, because the A series was a very long-lived unit. If we go around here now, we now get to see a Volvo, and this looks like a 164. Okay, kind of squarey shape. BMW M3 parked round the wrong way. Still a brilliant car. Here's a Thames van, which looks like it's a 7 carat. What is a carat? As a weight, what is a carat? How many kilos is that equivalent to? There's a Land Rover Defender TD5. And we just walk down now to a Humber Scepter. Looks very American, the way the chrome work is. Some of them gone in, is it? Oh no. Take these off a minute. No, don't need them. It is amazing how many Morris Minors and original Minis have actually in fact survived over the years. And here's a really lovely survivor. Here's another Morris Minor with split windscreen, so this must be a slightly early one, but it's probably 1000cc, I expect. A Morris Minor van, chances are the post office and the people that did the telephones would have used this, and I think various other state utilities would have used this. See another Morris Minor Traveller. Note the wooden bits on the back, and looks like it's got mini light wheels on it. I love the bright work on this. Also there's a slight stripe there. Now we see a Volkswagen Type 2 microbus. I don't know how many window this is because I haven't counted them, but I like the fact you can actually undo the windscreen for air conditioning. It looks like a 1964 model. Right, we're gonna... that's a Volkswagen Type 2.